Hey, it's James, FatherRights&Resources, hashtag how I got custody. There's guys out there saying, I wish that this would just go away. I wish my baby's mom would just leave me alone. I wish the court stuff would end. You want to make it go away? You know how to make it go away? By finally getting off your tail and actually fighting. Do you make a bully go away by giving them $2 for lunch money instead of $1? You're feeding and encouraging the bully by doing that. Did Chamberlain, when he was in charge of Britain, make Hitler go away by appeasing him and trying to negotiate with him? No. While Chamberlain, the Prime Minister of Great Britain, was appeasing Hitler and trying to work with him, he was swooping up France and Poland and the Netherlands or wherever else he was swooping up. I don't know what all the territories he got a hold of and control of. The way you make this go away is by growing some balls and fighting. How do you not understand that? Do you make, if you got rats in your house or an infestation of spiders and stuff, do you like kind of just brush them away? Or do you go and take them out? If you have somebody that's breaking into your house, do you just hope and wish they don't break into your house again and they do it again and again? All this hoping and wishing will never happen. And a lot of guys will say, okay, I really hope and wish this goes away. And then while you're on every other weekend and you haven't seen your kids for a few months, or you're on supervised visitation or whatever, the mother comes and proposes for it to go away, and you just sign away your life and just sell yourself out. And let's say your kid is 5 years old. Now you just signed an agreement that gives her total domination and control of you for 13 years, you idiot. What the hell is wrong with you guys? You don't wish that it's going to go away, because the way for it to go away is for you to stand up. If somebody invades America, say you're living, I know some people in Australia and Britain and Canada watch me, and a couple places in Europe. If somebody invades America, do we sit back and say, I wish they'd just go away, I don't like war? Let's say the Canadians invaded America, and they got help from Russia, so they got all kinds of weapons and stuff. And you're sitting there with your, media-induced, radical feminism, brainwashed, pacifist mentality. I'm a lover, not a fighter myself. But if somebody invades my territory, my home, or violates my daughter, or a girlfriend, or a wife, or whatever, I have no choice but to fight. Do you, when you need to defend your home, do you feel like doing it? Do you feel like risking your life? If the house is on fire and everybody got out except one of your kids, do you feel like jumping in the fire? No, you don't have any choice. You just do it. Why can't you apply that same manhood that you'll apply in every other scenario in life? Why can't you apply it in family court? Why? The way that this goes away and your wish comes true is if you set aside some time and go to war. I talk to guys like, I wish she'd just comply with the order. But you don't do contempt. Contempt is the remedy. That's to say, I wish she would comply with the order and be reasonable like me. Your psychotic narcissist ex is not you. You're reasonable. You're down to earth. You're not going to dishonor the other parent. That's why you need to get control of the child, you numbnuts. That's why you need to go for full custody. The same guys who say, I wish this would go away. I wish she would just be nice. I wish there was world peace. Kumbaya. Let's sit around and everybody get along. I wish, I wish, I wish. Sound like R. Kelly. The only answer when you're in a war and somebody is punking and controlling and bullying you is to stand up to them. It's not nice. It's not fun. The faster you do it, if you would have done it early on, your case would be over by now. This is what I tell people all the time. And sometimes guys will watch my stuff or their new wife or their girlfriend to watch my stuff and like, you need to talk to this guy. No, I don't want to listen to a winner. I want to just sit and wallow in the corner and curl up in the fetal position and suck my thumb and just be a little P-U-S-S-Y. And I hope my kids are proud of me one day. One day they'll realize that they got brainwashed by their mother. No. The vast majority of cases where a child got alienated, they don't realize it for at least another decade. The rare cases where they do realize it, they had a eureka moment and decided to do it on their own. And it wasn't until they were in their 30s that that happened. The time is now to fight. The time actually was yesterday. The time was the day that you filed and your dumbass didn't care enough about your kids to say, I want to rescue them from this narcissistic, evil, psychotic, mentally ill, suicidal, child-abusing, alcoholic witch. You thought, oh, I should share this evil I should share the children equally with this evil person. That doesn't make any sense. If you cared about your kids, you would want to keep them away from that person, even if the child-abusing, narcissistic, suicidal maniac is entitled mother. Think about it for a second. You wouldn't let a total stranger abuse your kids. You wouldn't let a total stranger kidnap your kids. Let's say a total stranger actually kidnapped your kids. Would you say right from the beginning, man, I hope they bring my kids back, and then just sit in your home and just go about life as if nothing changed? No, you wouldn't. But you're doing that in your family law case because the kidnapper is entitled mother, and you worship your baby's mom, or you're henpecked, or you were punked by her for so long that you're like that example of the elephant at the circus. They don't have to chain them down to a concrete block or to some kind of foundational thing that holds them down. All they got to do is put a clamp around their ankle, and they think that they're on a leash. They think that they're controlled because they've been controlled for so long. If you care about your kids, wake the hell up and go rescue them. If you don't, then stop pretending that you care. A real man will go to war over their kids, whether it's hard or not. I can hear people now, but it's so hard. You had it so easy. You got custody of your daughter when she was 7 months old. I went through hell to do that, and I fought like hell from the beginning. Did you fight like hell right from the beginning? Did you call the mother a narcissistic, psychotic control freak and a child abuser from the beginning, like I did? Did you lose a hearing and then do a reconsideration or revision or go back again and again? Did you get on the offensive and call out all your enemies and every person who wrote a declaration or affidavit? I did, and I didn't even know what I was doing. What's your excuse? I got people calling me day after day just to whine and complain about their circumstances as if I could do anything about it. I can't do anything about it. I can't rescue you, but I can tell you everything that I did and everything that other men did when they decided, you know what? Why? Because if you keep going the way you're going and wish it to go away, it's not going away. You have to deal with it until the kids are 18. And in some states, you got to deal with it when they're in college. And then in other situations, you have to deal with it for a lot longer because your kids get brainwashed. And then you're even more depressed and more under control by their side. Why don't you? Because here's the thing. This is a war of attrition. When somebody gets on the offensive and slaps the other side around, half the time they surrender soon thereafter. Why don't you try that? You have nothing to lose, and you won't try the #1 remedy that's worked for me and thousands of other guys. And I got proof throughout. I got proof of my winning orders in my flow page. I got proof from you. Just look at the comments on YouTube. There's another guy who said he just went to trial and got 50-50 when he was getting screwed before, and he thanked me for my help. The way it goes away is not by magic and not by wishing. It's by you getting on the offensive and you going to war for your kids in this war. It's a war. Why do you think a war should be won by somebody just having an epiphany and say, oh, you know what? War is bad. I don't like this anymore.